Hello everyone, good evening. I'm Shreya Dhoundial. We live in a country where anything on WhatsApp is taken as the gospel truth. Fake news has in some instances in our country ended up getting people killed. It's a danger to democracy and it's a danger to society. But if you thought fake news is bad, there is something far worse that has entered our lives. It is called deepfakes. It's where reality goes to die. This essentially is manipulated digital images that are so real that when you see them, you have no option but to believe them. Let me give you an instance. Let me show this to you, though I'm fairly certain that you've already seen this. Let's play that video out. And you do need to look at it very, very carefully because this is not an original, this is a fake. But just take a look at it. India state poll right now, and this video has actually gone viral. Mr. Bachchan is asking the contestant which chief minister is called the announcement chief minister. He then reads out options. He reads out options of ML Khattar, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Yogi Adityanath, Bhupendra Patel as well, and all chief ministers of BJP ruled states. These are all chief ministers of BJP ruled states. And then the answer is Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Now, anyone watching should have known that KBC or Amitabh Bachchan will not go anywhere near anything that is political or controversial. In fact, KBC's own official channel was very quick to release a statement saying the video is a deep fake. But the damage had already been done. This was shared by several Congress workers and on fan pages of the Congress party as well. Now, this, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the many dangers of deep fakes. It has the potential to be weaponized as a tool of disinformation and destabilize democratic processes. Each one of you I know is active on social media. You're on Instagram, you're on Facebook, you're on Twitter. You upload your pictures, your videos, you share it with your circle of friends. But your online presence is also exposing you to unimaginable dangers courtesy deepfakes. Deepfake is an artificial intelligence technique that can replace an individual's appearance or voice with that of another person. It is similar to photoshopping or morphing, which were prevalent in the 2000s and early 2010. But if that was a cheap fake, then deepfake is as close to reality as possible. Technology has made deepfakes far more dangerous than its predecessors. Today, Prime Minister Narendra Modi flagged off these concerns. He cited a viral video which showed him dancing rather vigorously at a Garba event during Navratri. Now, while the video he pointed out to was not exactly deepfake, because fact check is telling us that the person in the video was actually his lookalike, the concern that he raised is very real. Listen in.
आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस के कारण और उसमें भी डीप फेक के कारण जो एक नया संकट आ रहा है, भारत का बहुत बड़ा वर्ग ऐसा है कि उसके पास वेरिफिकेशन के लिए या ऑथेंटिफाई करने के लिए कोई उसके पास पैरेलल व्यवस्था नहीं है। अगर लोगों को एजुकेट कर सकते हैं हम हमारे कार्यक्रमों के द्वारा कि आखिर है क्या, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस कैसे काम कर रहा है, डीप फेक क्या कर सकता है और कितना बड़ा संकट पैदा कर सकता है और उसमें जो चाहे वो बना सकते हैं जी। मैंने अभी एक वीडियो देखा जिसमें मैं गरबे गा रहा हूं और मैं खुद भी देख रहा क्या बढ़िया बना है। इस विषय को आगे बढ़ाने व्यक्ति चैट जीपीटी के लोग मिले थे तो मैंने उनको कहा था कि जैसे सिगरेट पे आता है इट्स कैंसरस, पीना तुम्हारी मर्जी, लेकिन लिखा हुआ रहता है ये हेल्थ के लिए हैजार्ड है, ऐसा लिखा हुआ था। तो मैंने कहा तुम्हारा जो भी चैट जीपीटी का उपयोग करता है या कोई इस प्रकार से एआई का उपयोग करता है तो वहां एक आना चाहिए, इट्स अ डीप फेक।
The Prime Minister flagging off this issue comes in the backdrop of several Indian celebrities becoming targets of deep fakes. Today, a video with actor Kajal's face on it went viral. Let's put that video out. There it is. In the video, the girl is seen changing clothes on camera. It seemed so real that many actually believed it was Kajal in this video. A fact check shows the video is of a social media influencer from the United Kingdom. Now imagine if something like this happened to you. Before Kajol, Tiger 3 star Katrina Kaif also fell victim to a deepfake. A still from her recently released film was morphed, sexed up, and made public online. And because it looked so real, people actually thought that was the real picture. The concerns around deepfake in India, though, truly began when a video of actor Rashmika Mandana went viral. Her face was morphed and put on a video which shows a woman running into a lift dressed in a rather plunging dress. This video had sparked massive outrage online, with majority of people thinking what you're thinking right now. What if this happens to us? This can happen to us as well. Actor Nargis Fakhri today is speaking about this very fear. Listen in.
The growing concern with social media in general is a concern, and then obviously deepfake is a concern, and AI is a concern. So I'm not sure how that's going to be regulated, and I hope that it does.
But do you think that when such issues come up, so the person who is targeted should come forward and also lodge a complaint so that the legal action can be taken against the people who are actually culprit behind?
But I think that, you know, the thing about like the internet, people have like VPNs and stuff or whatever they use to hide their IP. So I find it like, I think it's quite difficult to find them. Also, you know, once they're reported, they probably shut down and run away. But yes, everyone should report any website or anything that they find that looks damaging or it causes defamation and is using anyone's image illegally.
Here's the fear. A study is revealing that 98% of deepfake videos are doing rounds are actually from the adult film industry. And 94% individuals featured in these deepfake videos are singers, actors, athletes, and influencers, essentially celebrities, and most of them, not very surprisingly, women. Hollywood superstar Tom Cruise very recently had found himself at the center of a deepfake controversy when videos of the actor doing funny things popped up on TikTok. Of course, they were fake, but it was so real that you thought it wasn't fake. Celebrities aren't the only ones facing this menace. India, as I said, is in the middle of a 5-state poll right now, and the video of Amitabh Bachchan and Kaun Banega Crorepati pushing agenda and propaganda of the Congress had gone viral as well. And that is the very fear, the fear that it can undermine democracy if it goes unchecked. There was another video, in fact, from Madhya Pradesh itself, which showed Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan and Congress's Kamal Nath. Fact checkers have found that in poll season, over a dozen old and edited videos of these two leaders have been shared online. The videos were edited by overlaying fake voiceovers to make it sound like the leaders had said something which in reality they had not. These are just some of the many examples of how deepfake has the power to mislead, harm, and damage a person's reputation. India is no stranger to this growing threat. Studies have revealed that India is the 6th most vulnerable nation to deepfakes. Reports are saying that adult content makes up for 98% of deepfake videos online. And the most susceptible are celebrities. They are athletes, they are social media influencers. Increasingly, they are politicians as well. These are the most accessible set of people. And that is exactly what works against them. Let me go straight across to Akash Banerjee, the Deshbhakt YouTuber as well, joining us on the broadcast. Akash, thank you very much for your time here on Mirror Now. What is your biggest concern when it comes to deepfakes? You know, we've seen it for a while. We have seen pictures of celebrities being put on adult film stars, and those videos have been very commonly available. They are so commonly available that I think everyone has seen them. But I think technology has done quite a number on us in the recent past.
Thanks for having me over. This is something which is something that needs to be addressed, because this is a tsunami that's going to hit us very, very soon. You've laid down the bare bare basics, and I hope that the audiences can understand how serious this is. I'm just going to add another layer of how easy this is to do. Now, when we talk about deepfake and when we talk about artificial intelligence, the appearance that it has, at least in our minds, is that, oh, acha, very complicated it must be, requiring supercomputers or some heavy-duty editors, etc., etc. The most worrying thing is how easy it is to do this deepfake. And we have to understand some basic points here. We were making an episode on Deshbhakt on deepfakes and the forthcoming new generation of fake news. And my editor was able to layer a Shah Rukh Khan's face on me for 1 full minute and render it in about 2.5 minutes. Now, anybody who understands a little bit of rendering would know that, a normal video takes about 2 minutes to render for a 1 minute. And here you have the technology that can understand my facial movement, my eye movement, my eyebrow movement, my voice, my cheek, layer Shah Rukh Khan over it, and you are not able to tell the difference. So tomorrow I can have your video. I can take this video that we are having a conversation, and I can make you say anything. I can make you say that, stop watching me, start watching Deshbhakt. And there lies the problem. And we know that this has gone on in the pornographic industry. And yes, people have gone to great lengths and pains to do that. But now it is so easy because you have apps, you have software. Remember that photograph of the wrestlers smiling and laughing after being picked up, and everybody thought, oh, this was just a drama that they did when the parliament was being inaugurated. They were made to smile by a click. That was basic AI that was used. 1 click and you can make a person smile, and that's a still photograph. Now imagine if I can have a video of those wrestlers saying that hame to bada maja aaya, humne to khoob drama kiya. And we are not talking about this tomorrow. This is happening. This technology is here. It is very easy to use. And mark my words, 2024, you're talking about the assembly elections, 2024, just like WhatsApp impacted 2019 elections, 2024 elections, political parties will be using it. I don't think there is any stopping of this unless and until there is strict legalization of this matter.
A lot of, at one level you can say, oh, this is harmless, right, Akash? If you're using a deep fake, at some level you can say it's harmless. It's actually not harmless because most deep fakes are used for very sinister reasons. They attack your privacy, like we have spoken about deep fakes being used in the porn industry. They are attacking your democracy, and they can attack your national security as well. My concern is, and I wonder whether you share this concern as well, that AI is moving faster than our policy.
So as a rule, first and foremost, whenever there is a new technology, it will be misused first before we understand the uses of it. Remember the MMS scans that used to happen when mobile phone cameras first came into being, and people were unaware that a mobile phone camera can record at any point of time, anywhere. And you had those whole cans of MMS being circulated. It was only after people became a lot more aware is at least there has been a little bit of reduction as far as people being completely taken unaware. The fact is that here I can't be taking care of my security. Anybody can come and rip apart somebody's reputation, somebody's honor, somebody's lifelong work. And we're talking about a country where people believe, as you started the show with, they believe WhatsApp forward as the gospel. Now, whether or not it is good or bad, let's first and foremost understand that this is what it happens. I'm sorry, but that is what it is. People have died because of that reason. Now, imagine instead of the text that people believe in, they suddenly get a video. Who in the world is going to sit and analyze and cross-reference and go to some fact-checking website and figure out? We have been told since our birth, what you see, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and you have to believe in your eyes and what you see. Well, we are seeing, and this is, and remember, confirmation bias. We are already suffering from confirmation bias. We already are looking for information that will reinforce whatever bias, left, right, center, whatever, the biases that we have. And now we'll have videos surfaced to us. And of course, algorithms will very intelligently surface those videos to us that we want to watch. And lo behold, what is going to happen? So we first and foremost have to admit that WhatsApp has damaged our society. We are a country where WhatsApp had to limit the forward capability of WhatsApp because there was a law and order situation. Now we have a situation where these deep fakes would be manufactured. Remember, education might not be in the hands of everybody, but a mobile phone is in the hands of everybody. So yes, technology is moving faster than policy. Technology is moving faster than education. Technology is moving faster than awareness. And before people become aware, this will create havoc.
Akash Banerjee, we'll leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much for joining us and explaining to our viewers why we need to be very, very scared right now. Maybe not in the next 3 years or 4 years, till you have artificial intelligence that comes in to detect these deep fakes actually that are generated by AI. It will take AI to counter AI, but till then, I think we need to be very, very scared. Akash, thank you very much for joining us on the broadcast. My guest this evening, NS Napinai, is an advocate from the Supreme Court, joining us on the broadcast, also founder of the Cyber Sathi group. We have Apar Gupta, who is an advocate and a public policy professional. Thank you both very much. NS Napinai, we've all seen the video of Amitabh Bachchan and KBC. It's coming bang in the middle of poll season. It hasn't done too much damage because KBC was very quick to step out and say, look, this is a fake video. This has nothing to do with us. But it just shows us how real deep fakes are and how difficult it is to detect them. I want to ask you whether you think India is even giving a shot at countering deep fakes. Deep fakes that can impact not just our privacy, as I said, but our democracy and national security as well.
Put it this way, that they should counter it. Whether they are or not is still remaining a moot issue because, on one hand, you can use existing laws to counter these threats. You don't always have to wait for new laws to come into play before you start countering. So what I would really look forward to is this kind of an active implementation of existing laws to counter and to set out precedents to show that law can be effective. And if we don't do that, then we are just going to keep emboldening people who are going to resort to such kind of subversive tactics. And you've rightly pointed out the threats that are likely to come up for the elections ongoing and forthcoming to celebrities or to people who are in high positions. Let me just point out one thing more in my opening statement. We assume whenever we talk about deep fakes, this is something that's happening to somebody else. It's going to take a while before it reaches me as a common man. That unfortunately is not true. You already have a case which is hot off the oven where AI generated voice modulation was used to commit a cybercrime of, an aunt was misled to believe that she was speaking to her nephew. And she has transferred money based on that. She's lost nearly 14 lakhs. So what I wanted to emphasize is when we're talking about deep fakes, when you're talking about the threats of deep fakes, we need to understand that it's not something in the future, whether it is for the the celebrities or the people in public domain or for the common man. We have to act, and we have to act today. Since law is very glacial and we can't wait around for new laws to come into play, currently what we'll have to do is use what we already have in hand. And I personally believe that is feasible.
Manvi Taneja, first in the line, as far as targets are concerned, are celebrities. For us, deepfakes became a national conversation only after Rashmika Mandana's video went viral, deepfake video went viral. After that, of course, there have been many. Today, there has been actor Kajol as well. The Prime Minister has spoken about it. I was telling Akash that all of us need to be very, very scared till you actually have AI to counter this AI. But people who need to be more scared than anyone else are women, and especially women in the public red, women like you.
I totally agree, because see, we are in a public domain, as in people coming from a film industry, they're in public domain. Everything is public, because if you have a profile on a social media platform, you can hide your profile, but wherein you are a celebrity, you cannot hide anything. And if you talk about deepfake, a single picture is only enough for anyone to mob and make a video. Secondly, I have a little bit different opinion. We need to understand if an application or a website is launched, or if you make any amendments in some existing application, there is a quality check procedure. Why it is not followed in deepfake? Why? What I feel is that how did it manage to cross the quality check and it is on air? Because if you see YouTube, if you see a social media platform, you click a picture or a video, you create a video, you try to upload it, there is a firewall and restrictions also. There are few parameters that you cannot upload you cannot upload sexual content, you cannot upload something which is related to hurting any sentiments, you cannot upload something which is objectionable. So there is some restriction here there. But why not something similar with deepfake? You can link your profile ID proof, because ID proof these days are linked up with your registered with your mobile phone. Secondly, what I feel about deepfake is that elections are coming in Rajasthan. Everybody knows this can be used as, this can mislead the elections, because speeches, rallies, they can be manipulated, and by the time it gets it gets reported by the crime cell, they will take time to authenticate and validate the video, and by the time the damage is done. So it is not only the threat to the society,
that's sure.
It is also a threat to a nation.
That's true. Apar Gupta, are we even making an effort to counter deepfakes? I know it has become I know the issue has existed for some time now. I understand that. But it has become a national conversation only in the last 1 month or so. Are we doing enough? Can we do enough? China, I know, is giving it a shot. But are we doing enough? I mean, 3 lakh rupees ka fine or 3 years of jail, is that enough? You have damaged someone's reputation. You've probably damaged an election. You've damaged your country's national security. We simply don't seem to have the policy to deal with deepfakes in this country.
So, Shreya, there's a larger challenge which is caused to society in general due to artificial intelligence, which will not only impact us through deepfake technology, which is only one type of artificial intelligence technologies, but also the whole bouquet which comes, which may cause impact on jobs, it may cause automation, it may cause also such kind of synthetic media, weakening social trust, because it's eventually about playing on that cognitive bias which Akash was talking about, in which we stop believing what we are seeing. And if we can't believe what we see, it actually, I think so, is a big, it's a very deep damage to how human beings already do not trust each other. And there is a complete vacuum of law. If you look at the Election Commission's regulations regarding the Model Code of Conduct, also the self-regulatory mechanism for takedowns, which is there. There is a vacuum also in terms of thinking around this, because parliamentary questions have been raised since at least 2020 around the issue of deepfakes. And a repeated answer by the central government has been that, well, there are some rules regarding censorship in which victims can complain, or they can go and file criminal complaints. So what we should notice is all the burden is cast on the person who's the victim, right? That's the first thing to notice. So it's not a systemic solution. The second thing, which is also significant to notice here, is that there is no indication that deepfakes as a technology, which also holds a small amount of beneficial use, for instance, in educational settings or for reenactments of historical events, etc., or even in the creative industries, is being considered in India today. And it's not as if other countries are not looking at this. They're not talking to AI-based companies. For instance, the Prime Minister in a statement said that he had a chat with ChatGPT, which essentially means that when there was a visit by its head to India, he said, can you have a system of providence? Can you actually put in place some kind of fingerprinting technology which classifies that it has been generated by ChatGPT, and ChatGPT can now generate images. It does have that fingerprinting technology. But where is the institution which deals with all the AI companies which are operating in India? And these are the whole of society responses which are required today. I don't think so the government of India is serious about it, has the capacity, or even is showing the intent to deal with it. And I think it will come to a great damage to our society, not only in terms of elections or deepfakes of actors and actresses, but the erosion of social trust, where our cognitive bias of believing what we see will be put into question. And that will effectively mean that we stop trusting each other.
As I said, China is trying to give it a shot. They have not succeeded, but at least they are giving it a shot. But the dangers of deepfakes are real, and they are here. NS, can I then ask you what people, I don't even know whether in the world of social media we can protect ourselves from deepfakes. Is there a way? Because look at the damage it does. I mean, it can take your picture and put it on the body of a porn star. Imagine the sort of mental trauma that causes. You have just spoken about how cybercrime becomes extremely easy, because all you need to do is morph a voice, which is so simple now with deepfakes. Let's not even get into how it can impact elections. For the Aam Janta, for everyone, all my viewers who are watching this, is there any way we can protect ourselves?
Shreya, so, you already have a situation where a person lost her life because of a morphed picture being circulated on WhatsApp down south. So the question that you're raising, therefore, is very real and critical and needs to be addressed. One of the things that is top of my mind in terms of a possible solution, and which can come from laws to take from the EU's AI Act, which is yet to come into play, but it's under consideration. So in that, one of the things they're suggesting is like a transparency report, as in any content that's being generated through the use of technology. It can be deepfakes today, it can be anything else tomorrow. So if it is generated content and not real, it should carry a caption or a transparency report which clearly says that it is not original. So that way, even now as we are speaking, you have this imagery which clearly sets out what is real and what is fake. So somebody who looks at it will know that what they are looking at is fabricated. So that's where the real impact is likely to be, an immediate impact when it comes to viewers and what will be the outcome of the dissemination of such kind of fabricated content. So the advantage you will get is that one, a person who is generating such content has to disclose that it is more fabricated. And if they don't, you put in penalties for that. And that can come only through new laws that are in place. And that's what I think we'll have to wait for. And one other point you made earlier, which I just wanted to touch upon, you said we need AI to fight AI. And that's something the US has already started working on.
All right. I hope we can start working on that as well as soon as possible, because the danger is here. NS, thank you very much for joining us. Apar Gupta, thank you very much. Manvi Taneja, thank you very much as well. With that, it's a wrap for me. Thanks for watching.
Co-powered by Live Pure, water